Travis here, and welcome back to another Open Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 Europe Park episode here on SimFox. What would a SimFox video be without my signature opening statement? So, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I know this isn't exactly your favorite of my parks, but it does seem to have a pretty decent following, so that is why I am continuing it for now. We are nearly done with it, though. I think maybe another couple of episodes each. If you recall correctly, this is a 5-way collaboration between myself and Henk and Etzeren and Charjallz. Did I say 5? No, 4. 4-way collaboration. I don't count and I don't math. But anyway, so yeah. But before we move into what you're seeing on the screen, I want to let you know a couple of things about my recent promotion giveaway video. Apparently there was some confusion, and I wanted to make sure that you all understood exactly what was expected or required with that. So there's the charity part, and then there's the giveaway part, and they are two completely separate things. You do not have to donate to the charity to get entered into the raffle to win the t-shirts and hoodies and all that. If you want to donate to the charity for childhood cancer to support my niece and others like her, then that's on you. You're under no obligation to do so, and yeah, there's that. As far as the giveaway goes, anyone can enter that, even if you're brand new to the channel. You do need to subscribe, but beyond that, after you subscribe, there are 2 links in the description below. The first one is for the charity, which you completely can ignore if you want. The second one is for the giveaway, or maybe it's the opposite of that. Maybe the first one is for the giveaway, the second one's for the charity. But anyway, they're labeled, so just make sure you click the right one. And it's just a little simple kind of survey application entry form thing, so I can get some information from you so that in the event that you win, I can contact you with how to proceed. No big deal, easy peasy, right? So that's that. I encourage all of you to enter. You know, you're under no obligation to make any purchases of any kind. It's a clean giveaway. And the deadline for that is probably 2 weeks from now, more or less, or pretty much until the application just disappears. But yeah, back to what you are seeing on the screen. As mentioned in the previous episode, I'm working on a Netherlands area in this park. And I first want to tell you all that I've never been to the Netherlands, although it is on my list. Of course, I know I am acquaintances with, I guess, if you will. I've never met any of them. But with several people in the Netherlands now through Discord, which the Discord link is in the description below. Please join us. But anyway, so I've never been there, so I'm going to do kind of my own interpretation of, like, what I think of when I hear the word the Netherlands, or words, if you will. And that, of course, is Amsterdam. Now, I'm not doing a recreation of anything in Amsterdam. I'm just conceptually borrowing from the idea of buildings being on a canal and all of that stuff. And I'm trying to make them look kind of older architecturally, but nice and detailed, and just kind of fit the theme as best as possible. Keep in mind, this is still mostly a no custom scenery objects park. I did add a couple of detail pieces specifically for this section, and Charjallz added like the castle themed stuff a couple of episodes ago. But beyond that, this is all just base game and expansion objects, and only those few custom scenery pieces. So that puts limitations on us as far as being truly able to do recreations and stuff, which is already difficult in Rollercoaster Tycoon. So, be kind when you're commenting down below. I know a lot of you are from the Netherlands, which I love that you all support my content and my channel. But just know that I will cry if you're too mean to me. And yeah, I'm very sensitive. No, I'm just kidding. I won't care. But just keep that in mind when you're commenting or making suggestions or whatever, which of course I welcome openly for you all to do that. But be kind, if you will. And not to shift subjects back to what we were talking about before, but I kind of just realized I forgot to mention something. Some of you have mentioned that you're not sure why the text on the t-shirts and hoodies are, why the text is upside down. And I think for some of us it's a little bit more obvious than others, so to clear that up, the text is upside down because it's a roller coaster shirt. So that means that if you're in some sort of inversion with it on, like a vertical loop for example, you'd be upside down, but your t-shirt would then be right side up. So it's kind of a clever, you know, way to imply that you would be wearing that shirt while upside down, or something along those lines. It's got a little bit of intellectual humor to it, which, you know, I understand that's not for everyone, but I mean, it's free as far as the giveaway is concerned. So, you know, definitely get in on that. My apologies if there's any popping or snapping with the microphone, especially on the more air-driven consonants like S's and P's and B's. I'm having issues with this headset for some reason. I've had it for a few months now and it was working fine previously, but it's supposed to have a built-in kind of pop filter, I don't know, sort of diffuser, if you will, but it doesn't seem to be working for some reason, and so that's something I'm obviously going to have to deal with eventually. Another issue that those of you who have entered the giveaway so far have mentioned in terms of quality is the drop in frame rate sometimes on some of my videos. Basically, this park, the Mega Park, and Borderland, Planet Coaster, Borderland, those are the only three right now that I can think of that I've noticed a real issue with that on, or with, or in, or however. And so that has to do with just how dense these parks are getting. You know, I mentioned in the Planet Coaster video, if you saw it, that there's a lot of detail and a lot of different objects that are going into the creation of these areas. And over time, that's going to cause some lagging and some drops in frame rate. It's not necessarily a computer issue. My computer specs are just fine to handle this kind of stuff. Obviously, if I can handle Planet Coaster just fine, then Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 should be no problem. Even though Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 has never really been a computer-efficient game. But just bear with that. I have asked in the community how I can improve that, and I'm going to make some tweaks to settings and that kind of thing, which will hopefully eventually improve it. But for now, just ignore it if you would. I am aware of it. I am looking to fix it. So, you know, no need to dwell on it too much. And I do apologize if that's annoying to you. I have other YouTubers that I watch that have issues like that, especially in Planet Coaster, and I try to overlook it, but sometimes it's just too hard not to notice. So I get it. I really do. But yeah, I think I've covered all that I need to talk about, and of course the time-lapse just continues on and on while I ramble away. But one kind of probably last thing I want to discuss is this next week. Actually, I'll be flying out tomorrow, and until next Wednesday, I will be in Southern California, going to Six Flags Magic Mountain, Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, Disney's California Adventure, and all those great places. But yeah, so for the next week, I will be there doing that. If you are in the area and would like to stop by, coordinate a meet and greet with me, that would be awesome. Definitely, that would mean you have to join Discord, because that would be our best way to communicate and coordinate. I do have roughly an idea of where I'll be on which days, but it is subject to change, so if you want to make sure that you are able to link up with me, join the Discord, which is in the link below, which is linked in the description below, if I could even speak. And yeah, even if you can't meet up with me, you should still join the Discord because you can join in on the conversations and get updates on, you know, where I'm at and what I'm doing and pictures and all that stuff. Not to mention all the great challenges and games we have going on all the time, and you can use it as a way to connect with me in a more direct way through Discord and also social media. I have Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all that stuff in the description as well. Follow me, friend me, get to know me, whatever the case. Everyone is welcome to join me on social media, and I look forward to hopefully getting to know you back. So yeah, what else? Not a whole lot going on in my life right now, just school. Obviously that's back in session, and I'm actually having to ditch school to go to California, but it's gonna so be worth it. I know I was just there a couple months ago, but I only got to do Magic Mountain. But now I'm going to get to do Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm and stuff, which I haven't done in a few years, so there's definitely some new things to experience for me at those places, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So, how exciting. This is my last semester of classes, and as far as finishing up my teaching certificate and all that stuff, I have started graduate classes and will continue grad school most likely, depending on which program I get accepted into and whatnot. But that's all just dependent upon how this semester goes. I've got licensing exams and stuff to pass, which, you know, makes me want to die a little bit, but I should be just fine. And I will, of course, keep you all up to date on all of that as it unfolds and develops as well. You know, I'm a pretty open person with my personal life, at least as far as, you know, events and things that are taking place. So I'll try to keep you all as up to date as possible here on YouTube, and definitely through my social media accounts. I really do like how this area turned out, as I tend to say, but I went into this not knowing exactly what I would do or how it would turn out, as most of the time I usually do, and I like it. I think it certainly could use some more details, and it's not finished by any means. At the end of this episode, there's going to be at least another episode of this area, but I think it works. I think, you know, it's a pretty section of the park, definitely the most detailed as far as buildings and architecture are concerned so far in this park, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. I know some of you mentioned that we don't have any Nordic countries on our park map at the moment, and I know last episode I said that we would be adding the Netherlands and I think I said Spain, which I believe has already been added, but that was supposed to be it. And so yes, you're right, there aren't any Nordic countries as of yet, and we actually got a couple of comments about that. And, you know, we weren't trying to be exclusive in any way, we just honestly didn't even think about those countries. So we will be adding 2 of those. I'm not sure exactly which ones yet, we're still deciding, but there's space for it. So for those of you who have requested that, your wish is officially being granted. And, you know, that just goes to show that we do encourage feedback and do try to listen to your guys' input on this, you know, to the point where we've added 2 whole new sections of the park, extending the project even longer and even further. So thank you all for that. Boy, does time fly when you are having fun. I'm almost at the end of the video, which is great because sometimes I end up with not enough to say and struggle to find commentary that will last the full duration of the video, but clearly that's not the case for today's episode. But anyway, my usual closing spiel, leave a comment down below if you have any feedback, give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see, subscribe if you haven't already, and with that said, you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night, etc., wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all next time.